Okay, as we're painting and using painting tools, we have access to multiple brushes. Same things when we're working with the nodes, we have access to the root, branches, twigs, leaves, and all other ones. We do exactly the same we can access as we're painting. By default, when we start, we can painting with one, with root. You can painting more than once. You can notice right here, as I'm start painting, it will apply to different. However, if you start modifying these trunks, let me just enable selector for this. Okay, so right here, selector. You'll notice they select this, but if I change modify one, notice it's this modify first when I was creating. So the other ones does not affect it. So keep this in mind. Even you're painting one, we still have it one who is affecting and other one just in the scenery. It's maybe work okay if you do with grass. If you want to do grass, it may work, but for the tree for us, it does not work. So right here, I have my plant created. Next, I still want to go to my drawing mode. And if I continue, it will remember and it will creating branch for me. However, if I want to draw something else, I can right click, go to the elements, and you can see I can select, and also I can go down to the geometry and select what I wanted. So example, we'll go to the twig segment. Notice that my component now switch from after to the twig. So whatever if I paint now, I can paint as a twigs, go straight from my plant. Notice that twig, even I go around and I try to kind of draw, it does not do this, so it's just straightforward lines. Okay, in some cases, if you want to do cactus, it maybe will work this way. So same things, if we want change, we can go again to our elements. We can go select, for example, palm segment, and now there you go, we start drawing the palm segment. Okay, this is quite a bit weird tree coming up, but again, we are experimenting. So same things, we're gonna go and grow a plant. So right there. Okay, and currently you can see right there. So we'll go pop up more. So there you go, we have a grow plant. And again, even grow plant, it is actually very interesting because it is by itself very complex, which including leaves, including all these combinations, almost like special macro. And you can see we can still even use this, which is very useful. Okay, and then next, of course, we can use it leaves. And if you want just add leaves, we can add leaves. As we adding them to trunk and we look on our nodes, okay, oops, let me adjust this one. Notice right here about how they're connecting. And this is very helpful to analyze. So for example, our palm leaves, the top one, was connecting to our trunk, but our twigs was connecting to the trunk, and we're also painting them on the branches. So nice things about the plant factory, it's does not create two copies of different twigs to the trunk and to the branch. It's have one, and it's actually connecting them. So in some cases, you can use the same things if you wanted. So you can take from the actually palm or from this area and connect to the palms. So now you can notice we will have a twigs going on our palm leaves. So you can connect them multiple ways. Or for example, you want to take leaves and you can connect them to the twigs. So now our twigs, you can see, start having leaves. So you can multi-connect them around. However, you cannot looping them. To loop around elements, you will need to use a little bit more advanced elements as a looper. So you have repeaters ending all these elements, which allowed us looping elements around. But if I try to go right here from the twigs and try to connect to these, it cannot be loop the node. It does not allow me to do that. Okay, so this is a overview of the painting, how we can apply. Again, you can also go to geometry. You can draw a component if you need it. And component, look on this, it's more as the, in some case, macro. So we can create like different, and as we're creating weird plants, so we can create right there. You can see our component we created. It does not look right because it's not necessary work on this case. We can go different component. Okay, we can select, for example, let's select this branch, and you can see there you go. That is look a little bit more interesting, more branch, and this totally weird genetically modified plant what we have right now. Okay, so I can grow from here. But again, right there you can see we have it, all of this additional components, almost like macro, and you can paint it with this, you can paint it with objects. Okay, this is very creative tool. You can create very nice unique plants. But again, remember, if you save this as the species, they will modify it afterwards.